We going back in time with Electronic Gaming Monthly's 1992 Video Game Buyer's Guide. I thought this was going to be pretty interesting. I bought this magazine a while back at a retro game store, Lost Levels, out in Claremont, California. I love retro magazines. I have a collection of Nintendo Powers. Used to read EGM, but I don't remember ever seeing this. It was a special collector's edition, $5 when it came out. So, I mean, maybe I just never seen it. But yeah, I read like GamePro, all that good stuff. I thought this one was interesting. Has a lot of reviews for games that had came out. They talk about 1991 going into 1992, all the different systems they review, all the hardware. I thought it was a cool magazine. They have a bunch of advertisements in here too that bring me back in time. A lot of stuff where they're, selling import games. We'll take a look at all that stuff that I think is interesting. I've kind of skimmed through this already, but 1992 was a crazy year. Windows 3.1 came out. A bunch of crazy movies came out as well. We had Encino Man, classic. Batman Returns, Death Becomes Her. I still watch Death Becomes Her like once a year. I think that's an awesome movie. El Mariachi, one of my all-time favorites. Reservoir Dogs. Oh, and you know what else? Mighty Ducks came out back then, 92. But you know what else came out in 1992? The Cartoon Network was established back then. And it was awesome. And then it started going downhill. Now what do? They play like Teen Titans Go like 99% of the time? Holy crap, Cartoon Network sucks, dude. But here we go. In the little beginning here, I'm not gonna read through all this, but I've already went through it. Thought it was kind of interesting. They talk about the Super Nintendo coming out and how it's gonna be $200 and how, Sega and NEC, like they lowered their prices and TurboGrafx was just cheap as shit. And how Super Nintendo, Nintendo in particular, they're gonna have to play catch up, even though they were coming out with the Super Nintendo, right? Super Nintendo was coming out, 91. But they were talking about how Sega and NEC, they were coming out with their CD add-ons, the Sega CD, the TurboGrafx CD, and how Nintendo, they were just gonna have to figure things out, man. They were kind of left in the dark on that kind of stuff. And I think this magazine's more leaning towards Sega Genesis than Super Nintendo. They do review the hardware. We'll take a look at that stuff in a moment. But Vice Project Doom, gotta check that. Oh, you know what other movie came out? This game's awesome on the NES, on the Nintendo Switch if you want to check it out. Another movie that came out that is kind of historic to me, even though I don't think it's a good movie, was Cool World. I mean, you could fight me on it all you want, but I think that movie was a mess, and there's a reason it was a mess. But it came out 4 years after Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit established how a live action movie with animation should be done. Just the way they did that movie. I mean, it's revolutionary and nobody has been able to mimic that since. Cool World, kind of a testament to that. Nobody could touch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Battletoads, these fools gave them all 9s. I'm not gonna read all the reviews. They do compile them later on. But they kind of give you an idea, like, look at these reviews and pick what you want to buy. Holy crap, Bart versus the Space Mutants. That game sucked, but I have a love-hate relationship with it. Never beat the game that I can remember. That game sucked. Like, the run button is also your jump button. Oh my God, I got to revisit it one day. I got to finish that game. Like I said, I got a love-hate thing going on with it, but my God. What else do we got here? I think like the first half of this magazine is just these reviews, but they compile them all. We're not gonna go through them all unless I see something of interest. Prepare to butt heads again. Turbo Express. I wish I never sold mine. Holy crap. What else do we got here? Metal Storm, awesome game. The hell is this? Dino Land. Oh, I thought it was an NES game at first, and I seen the Sega stuff there. I was like, I never heard of this. Prehistoric pinball game. What? I may have to check that out. Watch, it's a game that never came out. I mean, I'm not huge on the Sega Genesis. I mean, I know the classics, but I don't know the full library. I didn't have one back then. I had an NES, had a Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Are they serious? Bart versus the Space Mutants, they gave it, like, these are different reviewers. They gave it a 7, an 8, a 7, and a 6. That game, maybe a 5 or a 6. Like, I don't... maybe because it was like one of the first Simpsons games. I don't know. I wouldn't give it that high of a score. I definitely wouldn't give it an 8. What did they say? I don't know who that reviewer is, but Simpsons combines a good mix of action with adventure. There are quite a few not so obvious objects hidden in the game Will take some thought to flesh them out. Plays well with the character recognition and humor built in. It will be a hit. I don't fucking think so, dude. The hell? Oh my God. Star Tropics. They gave that some low scores. Snow Bros, average scores. I love Snow Bros, man. Those of you who followed me for a long time knows it. I love the NES port. It was pretty competent. I mean, given what you could do on the NES, sweet game. I would have gave it maybe an 8, 7.5. They gave it kind of average scores. That's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to get butthurt because one of my favorite games, they gave it a 6 and a 7. Like, okay. What do we got here? Video Game Emporium. Play tomorrow's games today, bish. What are they doing here? Pre-order your American Super NES with Mario 4 or the new CD system for the Sega Genesis. Oh, they're selling Mega Drive adapters for $18 so you could play Mega Drive games on your Genesis. See, a lot of these ads were talking more about like importing stuff. It was crazy. Chips and Bit, oh, Wampum. Great game. The Japanese version is quite a bit different. The US release, they kind of reskinned it as Native American boy instead of the Sayuki Journey to the West story, whatever it was, because it was a sequel, the Famicom game, and then came out in the US. Awesome game, love it. One of my favorites. Plays like Mega Man in a way. Awesome ass game. I've played through it a few times on my channel. Chips and Bits. What do we got going on here? Turbo Graphics hardware. Turbo Express, $289 and $91.92. That's a lot of money. The Turbo Graphics CD player, $289. Where are the games? Herzog's Way for the Genesis, $39. Turbo Graphics, there we go. Alien Crush, $19. Devil's Crush, $47. Shooters for the Turbo Graphics, Bloody Wolf, $43. Super Nintendo System, $200. Castlevania, $54. Darius Twin, $54. Crazy. All right, let's keep it moving past all these reviews, because they do compile all these together some point here. I think halfway through, we're almost there. They get into the Game Boy games. Still big into Game Boy. Love Game Boy. I mean, to this day, the Atari Lynx. Ninja Gaiden, I don't really care for it on the Lynx, but hey, it's something, man. Very small library. Pilot Wings, 8788. Awesome, awesome launch title. Awesome launch title. Oh, here we go. They got the review crew. Steve, Ed, Martin, and Sushi X. I remember that Sushi X. Who the hell was that guy? But they give you all the scores here, and they tell you pretty much go through it and don't buy the games with the low scores. Like, you'll thank us later because you're saving money type of thing. So, like right here, for the Nintendo, don't get Gojira because it got 5s. Go down here and get, I don't know, get Quantum Fighter that got all 9s. Okay. What did they give? Like, okay, what was like the best review on the Genesis? Oh my God, Super Monaco GP, a 9, a 10, a 9, and a 10. Those are near perfect scores. They gave F-Zero 8s and 9s. Well, they give Super Mario World, ooh, all 9s. Okay. Classic, classic. I did see a part in here where they kind of like, you know what, Sonic's better than Mario. I was like, that's cool. I thought this was like an article, but it's an advertisement. If you're ever in the area, drop by Die Hard. Our store is packed with demo monitors and game stuff from Japan. Ventura Boulevard and Tarzana. Fast overnight delivery. It's like they got like everything here. Import games, getting some Mega Drive games, Neo Geo stuff. Point me to Die Hard. What an ad. Lots of games, huh? Try to control yourself. Chick with like a controller for boobs. Okay. Press those buttons. Great prices, homie. You ain't got prices listed here. Oh, the ASCII pad. ASCII pad for your Super Famicom and Super NES. $60. Holy crap. I remember a lot of people had those back in the day. Oh, here we go. The best and worst of 91. The best game of the year. This is like out of everything, Sonic the Hedgehog. The popular comparison may be Mario 4 on the Super NES versus Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis, but when it comes right down to it, Sonic is the clear winner, right? I mean, a lot of people would say that. I mean, back in that time, it was you were one way or the other. You couldn't be, you know, console curious. You could only stick to one. But I don't know, man. I could see some people saying that. Other people would say Mario World, but whatever. And then they got a little jab here. The Hog isn't a rehash of an old 8-bit game. Rather, he is new, innovative, more importantly, fun to play. So, like, are they trying to say Mario World wasn't fun? Good job, Sega. Now bring us the Mega CD version of Sonic 2. Best game of the year for the Super Nintendo, Mario World, obviously. I mean, launch title, awesome game, holds up to today. Sonic the Hedgehog holds up to today as well. I mean, you gotta give it that. Best game of the year on the Genesis was Sonic the Hedgehog. Best game of the year on the NES was Battletoads. Very difficult game. What do they say here? Trade West started with a clean slate and open mind, came up with perhaps the funniest game ever. Their Battletoads is not a rehash of an older game. Rather, it takes the best features from different successful games, combines them into one great game. That's cool. Very challenging game. Very challenging game. Bonk's Revenge, game of the year for the Turbo Graphics. Oh, Turbo Graphics specials here. $20 each. Buy 3, get 1 free. Dragon's Curse, Devil Crush, China Warrior, Bonk's Adventure. Man, can I like call in and order these? Fresno, California. Holy shit. Sega Master System game of the year, Sonic the Hedgehog. Portable game of the year. Oh, for the Game Boy, Castlevania 2. Best video game system, the Sega Genesis. Over 100 games in stores now. There's no wait for a particular genre. If you have to play Mario, buy Sega's new hockey game. Oh, fuck, dude. These guys are brutal, man. Best graphics in a game, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic had great graphics, man. Awesome animation. Most challenging video game of the year, Battletoads. Like, a lot of, like, bringing shit back up. Best sequel to an existing game, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Right on, right on. Best RPG, Final Fantasy II. That changed my life, man. Final Fantasy II changed my life. Best peripheral, Game Action Replay. What is this thing up here? Game Master Master Kid Sample. There's actually a company which brought out a product that helps the player cheat in a game, and Nintendo didn't sue them. Oh, that's great. Phantasy Star, best ending in a game, Phantasy Star 3. One good point about this FRPG is the fact that your quest doesn't follow a linear path. Okay. Hottest video game, Babe, Sega's Streets of Rage. Sega complained about the Razorsoft girl. While not as nasty, some of the girls in Streets of Rage are not the one you'd bring home to meet your parents. Ouch! Hottest character in a game, Sonic. They want to fuss Sonic? Video game Babe's too hot for the US. Final Fight. On the other hand, Capcom and Nintendo decided to be more conservative as they removed a few babes from the US Super Nintendo version of Final Fight. Please keep Street Fighter 2 intact. Not all companies are that conservative, though. Razorsoft tried to spice up their games, but Sega axed their plans. Interesting. Look at all these ads. We sell new and used Japanese and American game cartridges. Join Video Replays Club. Send us $5 in this coupon. Now, fuck you. I ain't sending you shit. All these ads. Just nonstop ads, dude. Worst use of a good license. Sega's Fantasia. Worst sequel, RoboCop 2. Worst movie game, Home Alone. Most lawsuits, Nintendo. Some things never change. Had Nintendo put as much effort in designing a real Super Nintendo as they did in going out and suing everybody, we all would be playing SNES instead of Genesis. Oh my God, the hate was real, dude. The hate was real. That is fucking great, man. I love this stuff. High voltage, 3 reasons why you should buy from us. Power buying, power buying, power buying. Gametronics, another ad. Like, they got these full page ads. How much were they paying for these freaking ads, dude? This is crazy. Oh, here's the hardware ratings, right? They go over, I'm not going to read all this stuff. Hopefully you get a good view if you want to see all the specs on everything. But they go over all the consoles that were out at that time. You know, NES was $80, Master System 2, $60, $200 for Super Nintendo, $150 for the Genesis. They go over all the, processors and that good stuff. Turbo Graphics, they knocked it down to $100. And the Neo Geo, bigger, badder, better at $650. Oh my God, some things just never change, man. A lot of tough times getting some Neo Geo stuff because that shit was expensive then. A lot of it's expensive now. Holy crap. So the Turbo Express was $300. So you get $10 off with some of those ads back there. That's nuts. So here's the ratings for the systems, right? The NES, I guess it's for that year. You know, the systems is 1992, right? So they gave the NES all 5s pretty much. Super Nintendo got high scores. The Game Gear got blasted. The Game Boy got blasted. The Genesis, though, all 9s. A near perfect system, right? At least according to these guys. So there we go. I mean, the rest of this magazine is all maps and stuff, which I think is really cool to look at, like for Super Mario World, Ninja Turtles, the arcade game for the NES, Shadow of the Ninja from Natsume. A lot of cool things in this magazine, man. I really dig going back. The Simpsons, but it's just the first stage, so who cares? Battletoads, a little bit of tips and tricks there. The Rocketeer, Mega Man 3. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff in here. I think it's pretty neat. Super Play for Sonic. A couple pages for Sonic, a few pages for Batman. Oh wow, yeah, they really went all out. Some Streets of Rage. Really interesting magazine, man. If you guys want me to continue looking at magazines on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. I'll get some magazine action going. I got quite a few. I just like looking at these things, kind of reliving the past. I think it's really awesome, all the crazy shit in here. Castle of Illusion was an awesome-ass game. But there you guys go. Really do appreciate it. Do you guys remember 1992? Do you remember all that craziness that went on that year? Appreciate you guys. Peace out. Bye-bye. Big-ass thumb button in your face if I could reach the camera. And boom. Bye.